Om Shanti. Today is Sadguruvar, the 15th of September 2022. Let us listen to the Sakar Murli of our beloved Bap Dada. Essence. Sweet children, while sitting in this place of sorrow, remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. Forget this land of sorrow. Your intellects should not wander here. Today's question: what is the basis of your efforts? Baba says, faith. You have the faith that the Father is bringing you the gift of the new world. This old world is definitely going to be destroyed. You are making effort with this faith. If you don't have faith, you won't reform yourself. As you progress further and everyone receives your message through the newspapers, your sound will spread and your faith will continue to become stronger. Om Shanti. The Tower of Silence and the Tower of Happiness. You children are sitting here, but your intellects should go to the home. That is the Tower of Peace. The highest of all is said to be a tower. You are towers of peace. You are making effort to go home. How do you go there? The Father who resides in the tower is giving you these teachings. Remember me and you will go to the Tower of Peace. This is called the home and also the abode of peace. These things are being explained to you. Stay in remembrance of your land of peace and land of happiness. If you are unable to do this, it means that you are thorns of a forest, and that is why you experience sorrow. Consider yourselves to be residents of the land of peace. You have to remember your home. You mustn't forget it. The home belongs to the Father. This is a place of sorrow. It wouldn't be said of those who remember the things outside while sitting here that they are remembering their home. This is why the Father gives you these teachings every day. Repeatedly remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. The Father's elevated versions are also mentioned in the Gita. Remember me alone. What would God make you into? He would make you into the masters of heaven. What else? Since you are sitting here to become the masters of heaven, you have to completely follow the Srimad that the Father gives you to attain the home and heaven. There are so many gurus in the world. The Father has explained, no founder of a religion can be called a guru. They just come here to establish a religion. They don't come here to take anyone back. A guru means one who takes you back home to the land beyond sound, the land of nirvana. However, not a single guru would take anyone back. Not a single person goes to the land of nirvana. Beyond sound or nirvana means the home. Neither do the gurus know the meaning of being beyond sound, nor do their followers know it. So much is explained to you children. These pictures are of the golden age and the others are of the silver age. They are not called God. Even Lakshmi and Narayan cannot be called a goddess and God. The eternal and original religion is the deity religion. No one, apart from the deities, is permanently pure. It is just the one religion that remains pure for 21 births. Then, gradually, that stage decreases. In the silver age, there are 2 degrees less, and so the happiness is also reduced. That is called the silver age, 14 degrees. You now have the Father's introduction and the knowledge of the world cycle. You remember Him, but the intellects of many of you continue to wander around somewhere or other. They don't remember the Father. Okay, if you can't understand anything else, then just be a theist and at least keep the Father in your intellect. You know the Father and the beginning, the middle and the end of creation. You cannot speak of the beginning, the middle or the end of other trees. There is the beginning, middle and end of this tree because Ravan's kingdom begins in the middle. Thorns begin to be created at that time. The garden begins to turn into a forest. At this time, the whole tree has reached a stage of total decay. a state of total decay. The whole tree has dried up and become Tamo Pradhan. The whole tree has now dried up. The sapling now has to be planted again. The sapling of this tree is now being planted. If the sapling were not planted, annihilation would take place. Annihilation doesn't take place, that is, not everything is flooded with water. Just Bharat remains. But they speak of everything being flooded with water. You sweetest children know that everywhere becomes covered with water and only Bharat is left. It is like when a wave comes in and then goes out. People say that the BKs only speak of death throughout the whole day. Death is about to come. Therefore, they think that we say inauspicious things. Tell them, no, we don't speak of destruction. We are saying that the religion of purity, happiness and peace is being established. If destruction didn't take place, how could there be peace? The lands of peace and happiness are being established in an incognito way. We talk of auspicious things. We speak of auspicious things. You also say, O purifier, come, purify us and take us back with you. You yourself say, take us back with you. We say auspicious things and you also say auspicious things. We say, purify us and take us from this world of sorrow to the land of peace. These things we speak about are auspicious. When we ask Him to come and establish peace in the world, only in the golden age does peace exist. Peace in the world is being established in an incognito way. Until you explain the meaning to them, they won't be able to understand anything. No one, apart from the Father, can bring death. The Father is said to be the death of all deaths. He brings death to everyone. He brings death to so many people. There are so few human beings in the golden age. All the rest receive death. You call out to Him to take you to the pure world. Therefore, the pure world would surely be the new world. It wouldn't be this world. People don't even understand what is meant by old world. There are very few human beings in the pure world. There is peace there. It is so easy to understand and explain these things, but it doesn't sit in their intellects because it isn't the right time for it. It is said that all are sleeping in the sleep of Kumbhakarna. They will not awaken. This drama is unique. So, this whole world cycle should turn around in your intellects. The Father comes and gives you all the knowledge. He is called the knowledgeful one, the ocean of knowledge. Only the one Father is the ocean of knowledge. You know that there are so many oceans of water. There are as many oceans as there are names for them. Or you could say that it is just the one ocean, but that it has been partitioned and given different names. Physically, there is just one ocean. Vasco da Gama went around the earth and came back to where he started. So, there is just one ocean, but they have partitioned it into parts and made it into separate oceans. The earth is also just one land, but it is all divided into pieces. When it is your kingdom, there is just one land and one kingdom. There are no pieces there. The Father comes and gives you the kingdom. It is your kingdom over the whole ocean, the whole land and the whole sky. Everyone will go into liberation. However, to go into liberation in life is not like going to your auntie's home. It is common to go into liberation. Everyone will return home. They will definitely go back to where they came from. However, not everyone will go to the new world. It is just your kingdom there. Some come so late, that is, they come just before the new world is about to begin. That is, they come about 200 to 400 years before the new world begins. What is that worth? Those who don't study well will come in for shorter period towards the end of the silver age. They can never become 16 celestial degrees. They would come at the end of the 14 degrees. They will see the world of sorrow in front of them. They will come down closer to the world of thorns. There, they are not aware of any of this. You have all the knowledge at this time and it has to be imbibed by your intellects. At this time, look how much money people have. Look how palaces continue to be built. They build buildings so many stories high. They believe that Bharat is now more elevated than in the golden age. Even now, they continue to build buildings with 18 to 20 floors. So, how many floors will they build buildings by the end? Day by day, they continue to make them higher and higher. There are not even two-story buildings in the golden and silver ages, nor in the copper age. It is only when there are so many people in the iron age that they build buildings from 2 to 10 stories. This is because the number of people continues to grow. So, where would they all go? There is a lot of business, and so they also build huge buildings for show. They continue to change a jungle into a mangal, that is, a place of comfort. So many beautiful buildings continue to be created. They continue to buy land. What was Bombay before? Look at what it has become in 80 to 90 years. At first, there were so few people, whereas look how many people there are now. They have reclaimed land from the ocean. Even now, they have reclaimed so much land from the ocean. It is as though the water is becoming less and less. The number of people continues to grow, and so where would water come from? The water continues to become less as the ocean continues to be reduced. Where land replaces the sea, they build buildings there. Later, when the water rises, most of the parts of Karachi and Bombay will be covered with water. You know that all the other lands will finish. Calamities are to come, and this is why the Father says, continue to become ready quickly. For instance, only when the fire is about to burn out at the cremation grounds do people go back home. The Father has also come to destroy everything, and so he won't go back after only half completing his task. When the fire has gone out, you all will go back home. What would you do sitting here any longer? As soon as the fire goes out, everyone will go back home. He will take everyone back with him. This has to happen. Everyone understands this, but they have told a big lie about the time. You children have to explain the Gita. This is the Gita episode through which the deity religion is being established. There will only be one religion because all the other religions will have been destroyed. It is only this Gita that God spoke. People have sat and created scriptures for the path of devotion. Imbibe such points and then relate them to others. Some say, Baba, I forget. I am unable to imbibe these things. Baba says, what can I do? A kingdom is being established. Everyone is required in this, number-wise. If the Father had the power to bless everyone, he would make everyone into masters of heaven. But no, they will become those number-wise. Anyone can understand that God has come. God would definitely bring the gift of heaven. He comes to establish the new world, and so he would surely come at the confluence age to establish the new world. You listen to him and make effort with that faith. Those who don't have faith will never reform themselves, no matter how much you beat your head. Therefore, give everyone the message of Father's incarnation. You have to give everyone the message. As you progress further, it will be printed in the papers. Just as your name was defamed by the newspapers, so it will also be glorified by the newspapers. The world is very big, and you children won't be able to go everywhere. There are so many cities, so many languages. The sound reaches everywhere through the newspapers. Anyone who comes will say that they heard about this from the newspapers. So, your name will be glorified through the newspapers. Don't think that you will have to go everywhere. In that case, you never know how long it would take you. People will hear about this accurately from the newspapers. You even say, remember the Father and your sins will be cut away. You have to read this in the papers. Your name will now be glorified and it will then continue to grow. They will know about it at the same time as they heard about it in the previous cycle. Everyone will receive the message. There are many methods for this. Many journalists will write about this. It will just sit in someone's intellect and he will print it in a newspaper. Those of every religion will come to know about this, and then it would be said, "Oh God, your divine activity is unique." At the end, everyone will remember the Father, but they won't be able to do anything. This is a play. They will know the play. The play of 84 births will be written about in all the papers. Wherever you go, there are definitely newspapers there. The sound definitely spreads through the newspapers. The things you speak of are the most elevated. The time of destruction is also definitely to come again according to the drama plan. Just as people found about this in the previous cycle, so they will come to know about it now. Establishment takes place gradually. If you remember the confluence age, you will also remember heaven. Remember heaven and be Man Manabhav. Also remember the Father and your boat will go across. How could there be peace until destruction takes place? The very word destruction is strong. People become very afraid of it when they hear about it. However, this is something right, is it not? There are so many types of sorrow in the impure world and so many types of happiness in the pure world. Look at the gift that the Father is bringing for you. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we the spiritual children say Namaste to our spiritual father. Today's essence for dharana has 2 points. Study well and claim a high status. Be ready for the new world before the calamities come. Second point, in order to reform yourself, your intellect must have faith. You have to go beyond sound into the stage of retirement. Therefore, forget this land of sorrow and remember the lands of peace and happiness. Today's blessing, may you be a great soul who puts a full stop to any situation and claims a right to blessings. Blessing once again, may you be a great soul who puts a full stop to any situation and claims a right to blessings. A great soul is one who has the power to transform himself and first offers himself to put a full stop to any situation with, "I have to do this, I have to change." When you offer yourself in this way, you receive 3 types of blessings. First, you receive blessings from yourself, that is, you receive happiness. Secondly, you receive blessings from the Father. Third, you receive blessings from the Brahmin family. Therefore, do not be careless and think that this happens all the time and that it is fine if it continues. Put a full stop, transform carelessness and become alert. Finally, slogan for today. Only with concentration and stability in your thoughts can there be a fast speed in elevated transformation. Slogan once again. Only with concentration and stability in your thoughts can there be a fast speed in elevated transformation. Acha, Om Shanti.